This video was brought to you by me.
Hey everybody, it's Zora850, and welcome back to more Ocarina of Time plus Master Quest. Last time, we did a bunch of side stuff, made our way through Zora's domain, and ultimately got swallowed by a giant fish. What a time to be alive. So, upon entering, you're gonna want to equip your Deku Shield. Mostly for these guys here, the Octorok. Bounce back like the rocks they spit at you. I don't consent to this. We also have these bubbles here. Shabam, that's a name. If you try to cut it, it will bounce off your blade. You can, and of course, try to strike them with your sword, but using a Deku Nut will just instantly murder them. So, as you can see, there's a switch up here. Shooting it, of course, unlocks the door. Now, upon going through here, we're going to see another new enemy. Why did the camera pan all the way back to Link? That's weird. Okay, anyway, the jellyfish is called a Beery. I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced. If you touch it, if you touch it, you will be electrocuted. I failed at reading there. There we go. So, there is a way to kill this thing without getting electrocuted. And that is the Deku Stick. Yep, that's right. You can kill them with your sword, but you will take damage as a result. So using a Deku Stick is actually the most effective way to kill them. Why did he pull out a bomb? Okay, I didn't even mean to do that. I was trying to look around. There's a reason I'm looking around. As you see, there should be somebody in here who isn't. You're probably wondering, what the heck are you talking about? Well, if we walk forward, she appears out of thin air. You, who are you? I am Ruto, Princess of the Zoras. What? Are you saying my father asked you to come here to save me? I'd never ask anyone to do such a thing. Letter in a bottle? I have no idea what you're talking about. My father is worried about me? I don't care. Wow. What a rude little fish. Anyway, I can't go home right now, and you get out of here. Understand? Oh no! Serves you right. Are you still hanging around here? I told you to go away. I'm okay. I've been going inside Lord Jabu Jabu's belly since I was little, but Lord Jabu Jabu is very strange today. There are electrified jellyfish in strange holes around. On top of that, my precious stone was... But that's none of your business. Anyway, you go home now, understand?
No.
I have more questions. Why have you been going inside a giant fish since you were little? You're that worried about me. Then I will give you the honor of carrying me. However, I won't leave until I find the thing I'm looking for. You better believe me. Take this guy out since he was dangerously close. So, I want to say a couple things. First off, I'm so sorry it's taken me so long to get this project going. Let's just say I can't always find the time to record and kind of leave it at that. That's actually true. So yeah, this Let's Play is kind of on the slower side in terms of production. I do apologize for that. But on another note, okay, that should clear the path. On another note, I want to talk about this dungeon in particular. And what I want to talk about is the fact that I have actually seen some very weird complaints with this dungeon within the last couple of years. Oh, wow, I did not mean to get the floating one out. What do you have to say? Or rather, what are you? It's a stinger. Destroy it before it flies into you. So, the way you take this guy out is... Okay, deck and nuts actually don't work on it. Just shoot it a couple times with your slingshot. Well, if I... There we go. We're gonna take Ruto. Toss her up here. Anyway, hang on. Let me take these guys out so I can get my train of thought going. Whenever you shoot them, wait for them to stop wiggling around so that way you can actually damage them. Because if you shoot them and then shoot them again while they're wiggling, they actually take no damage and you end up wasting a shot. Anyway, this dungeon. I have recently, in the past couple of years, seen people say that Lord Jabu's belly, in this game specifically, not the Oracle of Ages version of the dungeon, even though I will forever declare Oracle of Ages version of this dungeon to be one of the worst dungeons in Zelda history. But I've seen a lot of people say that Lord Jabu's belly, in Ocarina of Time specifically, is the worst dungeon in the entire game. And one person I actually know, if I remember correctly, swears this dungeon is the worst dungeon in the entire series. And I have to wonder if we're even playing the same game at that point. I can see it if you are looking at it from the perspective of it being gross because you're inside of a giant fish's belly. So if you think it's nasty, I can understand that. But from a dungeon design perspective, it's not that bad. I would have to say carrying Ruto around is kind of annoying, but it's not too awful bad. If anything, it actually kind of adds a unique perspective to the dungeon because you actually have a teammate with you. Speaking of teammates, she's actually going to do something for me. And I missed. Do it again. Yep, you can actually press the switch by throwing Ruto right into it. It's kind of funny. Hey, she wanted me to carry her. May as well make her useful, right? But yeah, I don't understand the sudden surge in hatred for this dungeon in particular, because this is actually one of the easier dungeons in the game, including the Master Quest version, which you will see momentarily. But now, we make our way back to this room, and we're going to want to carefully avoid the holes and take Ruto into this room. Watch out for a giant jellyfish that drops here. This one is called a Bari. Literally a one-letter difference. If you touch it, you will be electrocuted. It's just a bigger version of the other jellyfish. Okay, now we have these guys. Tail Passaron. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I probably butchered that. Its tail is its weak point. So essentially when it flies out, you're supposed to attack the blue parts, like the blue stingy parts of its body, but we're not going to bother fighting him. There really isn't a point. So we have a blue pressure switch here. Just drop Ruto on top of it, and then go in the room. And we don't even have the correct item for this, so we went the wrong way. How inconsiderate. How could you leave me behind? If you're a man, act like one. Take responsibility. I'm not the one who decided to go crawling into an oversized fish. And I certainly am not the one who dropped something so precious and important in here. I'm just saying. Oh my lord, Navi. This switch, it doesn't look like you can press it down with your weight alone, young man. So yeah, you actually have to jump on the switch while you're holding Ruto. If you jump on it while you're not holding her, the switch will only go halfway down. Okay, in this room, have your slingshot ready, because we're going to be killing quite a few of these guys. Ow. What the? I didn't give you permission to break my target lock. Okay, that's one. Two. Thank you for the hearts. This should be number 3, which means we should have one more. Oh, never mind. I guess I killed all 4 of them. I somehow missed the fact that I killed one of them. Ah, I wanted the seeds. Oh well. You found the boomerang. On the select item subscreen, you can set it to left C, down C, or right C. Press C to use it and attack distant enemies. I have to say, the boomerang is one of my favorite weapons in the entire series. Not just in this game, but in the series. Can't go that way yet. Now we can actually go in here. So, drop Ruto there. Get to about right here. Throw your boomerang at this thing. Parasitic tentacle. It seems that the narrow part is its weak point. You need a particular item to destroy it. Yeah, we need a child's play thing. Oh, okay. Well, I certainly took a beating there. And for defeating it, we get something that I deem literally useless. The dungeon map. Yeah, you don't even get the dungeon map until after you've already acquired the item, and by this point, you technically don't even need it. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Shut up, fish. I had a worse day than you. The red slimy thing is gone. That must be because you cut the red tail. Will that work with the other ones, too? I mean, I would assume so. Okay, so in this room, there's a bunch of these bubbles, and we have about 40 seconds to kill them all. Just not every one of them. Where'd you go? Yep, Deku Nuts are the literal fastest way to take care of all of those things. Oh, Deku Seeds. Thank you. I know I didn't need those, but I wanted to go and just pick them up anyway. Another item that I deem useless. The compass. Again, by this point, we don't even need it. So now, we want to backtrack this way. Bruh. Want to see something cool? Yeah, Ruto is a force to be reckoned with and a dangerous weapon. Since we cut that tail, we can now go in here. Gonna drop Ruto down. Is this one? No, it's literally the same item. Or, not item, but same description. Technically, these are different colors, so I was hoping for a little bit of a variety. We get absolutely nothing for destroying that one. Watch out. Wait, I seem to remember something falling there. Maybe I'm confusing it. Okay, in this room, take out the jellyfish first. Come on. Okay. With all three of those taken out, we now need to backtrack this way. Excuse me. Good job, Ruto. So, upon completing this and destroying all three of them, go this way, and you'll see that this hole is now accessible. Fall down here. Drop Ruto. Oh, I already got my slingshot equipped. We're gonna take care of both of these. If I can aim. That's it. That's what I've been looking for. Throw me up there. Onto the platform. Princess Ruto got the spiritual stone. But why Princess Ruto? She doesn't deserve it. Oh my goodness, I finally found my mother's stone. I got very upset when Lord Jabu swallowed it. Why did you even have it with you? I have so many questions about Ruto. Like, why the heck would she go inside of a giant fish, and why would she take something that important to her with her? And also, I find it funny that during this cutscene, like, the entire area is just kind of, like, warping. Anyway. While I was feeding him, he suddenly swallowed me. I was so surprised I dropped it inside. But now that I've found it, I don't need to be in here anymore. So, take me home right now. Demanding little brat. Yeah! What is this, an octopus? Beware the vibrating gamepad again. Here we have Big Octo. Attack it from behind. So, there is a way to one-shot kill this guy. Throw your boomerang at him. Try to time it to where you can stun him with the boomerang again while he's facing the other way. A faster way to do this is gonna be to, like, back up a little bit. Dang it, I was trying not to get hit. Okay, if he's facing the other way, grab a Deku Stick, Jump attack him when his weak point's exposed. And there you go. If you go over here, there's a fairy in a jar. So if you need another fairy, here you go. There's also a couple hearts. Or no, I guess not. There's nuts in there. More nuts.
No.
I love nuts.
I said no.
Get your minds out of the gutter. Now that we have the boomerang, we can take out the jellyfish in a single hit. We don't even need to consume Deku Sticks to do it. So before we do anything here, there's an Octorok down here. Take this guy out, because he is going to be a massive pain in the butt. Here we have Jigglies. Stun on it with the boomerang, jump on it, stun the other one, then hop across. I don't know what they're actually called, I just call them Jigglies. They jiggle like Jello. I need to shut up. Jump on this platform. That will give us access to this spot that we could not access before. Take that guy out so he doesn't get in the way. Then we're going to grab one of these boxes. And now we just need to drop the box onto the pressure switch. So jump on top of it. Shield drop it. And we are in our final room of the dungeon. You don't have to kill all the jellyfish in this room. It just makes it a little bit less of a headache, at least for me. While I'm in here, there's another gold Scatola. Since I just collected that, I want to show something. See the gold Scatola marked by the name of the dungeon on the dungeon map? This means we have every golden Scatola within the dungeon. This is the first dungeon you're actually able to collect them all in, and whenever you see that symbol, that's how you know you've gotten them all in that particular area or dungeon. On the Hyrule map, you have to select one of the dots you've already been to see the gold Scatola mark next to it to know if you have them all in that particular area. This puts us at 21 gold Scatolas, which means when we are done with this dungeon, we are able to go find out what we get for collecting 20 of them. On that note, we're going to want to climb here. Stand about right here, I believe. Or maybe a little bit closer. Throw your boomerang. Yep, stand about right here. That gives us access to the boss. I suck at this. Alright. Into the boss chamber we go. Now that we've conquered the original version of the dungeon, it is time for us to go through the Master Quest version of Jabu Jabu's Belly. So, just like before, have your Deku Shield ready. But there is going to be some strange differences with this version of the dungeon. Actually, I should have my bombs equipped first. Let's go ahead and use some Deku Nuts on these things to get rid of them. Okay. on this rock. Step on this switch, and we'll get a treasure chest. What lies in the treasure chest, you ask? The dungeon map. So we actually get the dungeon map at a reasonable spot, unlike the original version. So you're gonna notice there's no longer a switch here. There's no longer anything there that you can press. So how exactly do we progress? We have no buttons, no nothing. Well, you're gonna notice. I did not mean to equip that. And I still have the milk equipped. There we go. You're gonna notice there's cows. To which Navi will say, "What's that?" Yep, that's it. That's all you get. Lock onto the cow, and yes, I'm not kidding, shoot it with a slingshot. Cows act as switches, or rather they act as marking points for switches in this dungeon. It is the strangest thing I have ever seen. And we get more nuts. Excellent. We love nuts.
No.
Since I read all of the dialogue for Ruto in the original variant of the dungeon, I will not be reading it again. Just so you know. You can shoot this, and it will spawn a... Okay, I'm gonna have to kill you. It'll spawn a chest. Accidentally killed the one beneath me. Anyway, we're supposed to wait for this thing. Bro. You bested me this time, jellyfish. But it won't happen again. Anyway, once we get to the bottom here, we're going to want to dive beneath here. You're going to notice there's a full-blown cow there. Stepping on the switch unlocks the door. So, you may be wondering, what does shooting the cow do? It spawns a chest. I do not know why they decided to use cows as a way to progress this dungeon in Master Quest. It is the strangest idea I've ever seen. But there's our compass. So now we dive down here. And we get the sacred nuts.
No.
So now we ride back up because the door is now unlocked. And just like before, Ruto should be in this room, but she's not. Until we walk forward, that is. If you can't tell, I don't like Ruto very much. I also think she's kind of whacked out. Like, you can tell she did that on purpose. She knows she left that letter in the bottle. She just doesn't want to acknowledge it. Ow. Okay. Before we go after her, though, you're going to notice those boulders. I don't... Oh, I guess the bombs aren't gonna cut it. We're gonna go down here. So, there is actually a major difference between the Master Quest variant of this dungeon and the original. And once we get through this room, you'll find out. I'm gonna step on this. This way, we get up here. You're gonna want to drop Ruto onto the switch. This means we have to progress without her. So unlike the original version of this dungeon, we have to go through the dungeon without Ruto, for the most part. Obviously, you will still have to use her for certain parts of it, but for the most part, we will be going through it without her. Let's go ahead and grab this. And we got bomb chews. This is the first instance of bomb chews we can get. Well, in the Master Quest version, at least. In the original version, we can't truly get them until later on, unless we win the Bomb Chew Bowling minigame, where they are the prize. We're actually supposed to go back up here and then go through the door. But actually, now that I'm up here, let's go break open that set of boulders that I intended to break earlier. I suppose I can go ahead and break this as well. I don't think there's a point... No, it's just grass. Why would there be grass inside of a fish? You know what? I don't even think I can truly question that, because of the fact that there's literal jellyfish and cows in this dungeon, for crying out loud. The cows are the more questionable one. Okay, so that door is unlocked for later. You're back up here. Ah, shut up, Rutoa. I don't want to hear your complaining. So we're gonna leave her there. Stupid jellyfish. Time to just abandon Ruto for now. We're gonna open this, and we'll find the sacred nuts of destiny.
No.
So as you can hear, there is a gold scatola in this room, but it's actually impossible to get it right now. So ignore it for now. And here we have the like, an enemy that eats shields and certain clothes. Beat it quickly to get your gear back. So to take out a like, I strongly advise you keep your distance and throw bombs. A couple bombs will easily kill it. Oh, I thought it went through the wall for a minute. Okay, that's one of those guys down. Did I see that right? Did it actually die through the wall? Okay. That spawns a chest up there. And now we have our boomerang. So you're probably wondering, what do we get for cutting the tails in this dungeon? You will soon find out. Okay. I said a moment ago that it is impossible to get that golden skulltula right now. But technically, that's not 100% true. You actually can get it by throwing the boomerang just right. And if you manage to angle it right, I want to see if I can at least get one hit on it. Okay, it does have to be from this side. If you manage to angle it just right, you actually can hit it. It's just very difficult to do. I don't know if it's like on the bottom or... Is it on the bottom? Oh. It is. Okay, so you can actually kill it and then do that again to collect the token. However, I'm going to purposely leave it behind because I want to show the intended way to get it. So instead of using that method to get it, even though I can get it right now, I want to show you the intended method for later. I mean, technically I can show the intended method still, but I would rather collect it legitimately. But that... okay. That... there was something there and it just disappeared. Oh, it's down there. Anyway, I showed you that, so that way if you don't want to wait to get at it, you actually can go ahead and get it now. So now we're going to go back up here. Stun this guy. The Jiggly. And now we're going to go in here. So our only way forward for now is this way. There is a web there. You can use Din's fire on it. But I'm going to show you the intended method. So you want to go in this room first. Do not immediately run forward after shooting that, because likes will fall, and one will definitely spawn here. As you can see, using the boomerang stuns it. I believe there is one more in here. So again, just do not run forward. There we go. And for our troubles, we get a stick.
No.
So the intended method to get to that room is to come in here, kill the 2 light likes, which will activate the torch. You light the torch for the Deku Stick, come back this way, and then burn the web. If you have Dense Fire, you can literally just skip that, but I wanted to at least show the real purpose of the room. So just like in the original, run up to this thing, throw the boomerang at it a few times, and this time we get absolutely nothing for killing it. I feel ripped off. So that leaves us with 2 rooms to go in. Let's go in here first. I find it funny that the green one is in here now. Okay. Dang it. Fun fact. Oh, never mind. I kind of missed it. If you angle this right while they're in the ground, you can use the boomerang to kill them before they come out. But it is very hard to do. At least for me, it is. But I didn't get to show that. Okay, so this room doesn't really have much of a purpose other than getting a Gold Scatolo. Let's see... Ah, there. So we're gonna need our Bomb Chew. I said Bomb Chew, not bombs. Okay. I messed that up big time. Bro. That works. So we're gonna stand here. Get our boomerang ready. Throw it. Here's our drop-down enemy. Ow. Okay, so we got that pressure switch. Take one of these crates. Keep in mind as well, if you don't take out that Lizalfos before doing this, it can attack you and even destroy the crate. So you definitely want it out of the way. With that done, attack the tentacle. The lizard's back. I'm just gonna ignore it. I don't consent to you jiggling in front of me. Gonna go down here. And now, we will need Ruto, unfortunately. Nope! I was hoping to just ride it up there, but I wasn't expecting to fall back and accidentally kill a jellyfish with Ruto. Yeah, we know that's what you're looking for. Dumb fish. Yeah, Master Quest did not change this. Just like the original, stun it with the boomerang. Get your Deku Sticks ready. I'm gonna back up a little bit. Oh, it's trying to get away from me this time. Ow. Bro. Ow. Okay. Think. What? Okay. Oh my lord. There we go. I hate how long that can take. Hmm. No jars, which means no fairies. And sadly, no nuts. Gonna shoot the cow. Seriously, why cows? You want to know what happens when you kill one of these things? Absolutely nothing. So if you shoot this one, it actually drops the cow down here. I have 2 empty bottles. I mentioned in an earlier video that you can do this. But now I'm going to demonstrate it. Brrr, what a nice song. It reminds me of the pasture. That song makes me feel so good. I can produce a lot of milk.
No.
Have some of my refreshing and nutritious milk.
Get me out of here!
So if you want to know how to get milk for free, there you go. I'm going to do it one more time so I can go ahead and get some milk. Just to go ahead and have some extra. So, dang it. I mentioned this before, but just as a reminder, Lon Lon Milk is a good healing item. It has 2 uses, and each use heals up to 5 hearts, which means 1 bottle can heal up to 10 hearts. That is pretty good for a early on healing item. Especially since you don't even get a full 10 hearts for a good amount of this game, especially if you are someone who doesn't collect all the heart containers. Since we shot that cow earlier, this chest spawned, and I think this door was already open. Okay, that was just useless. Right there. It's like's in this room. Oh, great. Better stun the other one. Oh, crap. Well, that didn't exactly go well. Oh, give me back my shield, please. Okay, that's one down. Thank you for dropping my... Pretend you'll never saw that. That did not happen. I beat them flawlessly, and you know it. You're all jealous of my raw, unfiltered skill. Anyway. Shooting that cow spawns yet another chest. Right by the boss room, actually. It's useless. So, we will actually get into the boss room in a second. But there is a gold scatola in here that we want to get. Bruh. Bro. This gold scatola is aggravating to get, honestly. Actually, I wonder. Can I do this? No. It's being blocked right there.
You suck!
Hold on, I have an idea. Let's see if this will reach it. Oh, I probably won't. Oh, never mind. That actually did work. Well, now you guys know how to get that one. Okay. But there's a fairy here. I'm good. Oh, wait. I still have to unlock the boss chamber. Duh. So to unlock the boss chamber, you're actually supposed to shoot that cow head 3 times. The funny thing is, all it really does is drive itself up to the spot where there's an invisible switch. I kid you not, if you shoot that exact spot where the cow head is now, without actually shooting it up there, you can still hit the invisible switch and unlock the boss chamber. I've done it by accident a few times, and it's kind of hilarious. But anyway, on that note, let's fight the boss.
I can show you fear.
Bioelectric anemone. I completely missed the name. Baronade. Or Baronade. I have no idea how to pronounce it. Many parasitic jellyfish swarm around this monster. Aim for its body, protected by jellyfish. To do that, throw the boomerang at the weak spots up top. Once you cut those, throw the boomerang, then start attacking the jellyfish. Now, whenever you stun on him, he will stay stunned for a limited time, but if you throw the boomerang at him again, it'll actually reset the stun. This way you're capable of destroying them all without him reawakening. Now, whenever he does this, keep throwing your boomerang until you have an opening. You can wait for him to just, like, rise up a little bit higher, but who knows how long that'll take, and I got better things to do. So just keep throwing your boomerang. There we go. This time around, you can't just reset the stun. So take out as many jellyfish as you can. Ignoring the fact that that happened. Okay, so now no more jellyfish. Now it's just going to go around the field shooting electricity at you. Throw your boomerang. Get your deku sticks out. Get shocked. Jump attack. Now he's just going to hang in the... Dang it. He's just going to hang in the ground for a little bit. Throw the boomerang again. Jump attack with the deku stick. Stun again. And dead. I find it funny that the heart container was kind of phasing through the debris of the boss there. Kind of interesting. Why are you in here? I know why she's in here. I just don't like seeing her face. You're late. What took you so long? You're useless. That's definitely something you say to the guy who just saved your life. I was just lonely, that's all. Just a little. Sounds like a you problem. You looked cool. Cooler than I thought you would. Anyway, just a little. Well, anyway, you saved me, so I guess I'll reward you. What do you wish? Just tell me. I want the spiritual stone. You mean the spiritual stone of water, Zora's sapphire, don't you? My mother gave it to me and said I should give it only to the man who will be my husband. You might call it the Zora's engagement ring. No, I call it the final piece of the puzzle that I need to become a hero, so, fork it over. I'm not marrying a fish. Alright. I'll give you my most precious possession, Zora's sapphire. I love how Ruto just vanishes into thin air. You obtained Zora's sapphire. This is the spiritual stone of water passed down by the Zoras. Her most precious possession? You don't know what she's talking about, but you finally collected all 3 spiritual stones. Go back to see Princess Zelda. Don't tell my father. What a way to end that. So, with that done, we now have every spiritual stone in the entire game. We are ready to go back and see Zelda. Next time on Ocarina of Time Plus Master Quest, we return to Hyrule Castletown. See you guys next time.